Have you ever met someone who looked powerless but carried within them the potential to change everything? Sometimes, greatness doesn't come dressed in wealth or fame. Sometimes, it hides beneath dust and silence, waiting for the moment it dares to believe in itself. This is a story about a man who had nothing, but learned to give everything, and in doing so, discovered who he truly was. In the heart of a busy railway terminal in the city of Brookhaven, a man named Eli sat on the ground day after day, dressed in tattered clothes and worn shoes, holding out his palm to strangers. To the world, Eli was just another beggar. Some ignored him. A few tossed him coins. None looked him in the eye, until one morning, a man in a navy blue suit stepped off the 8:10 express train. Sharp, purposeful, wealth written in every detail. Eli stretched out his hand. But the man paused, looked down, and asked calmly, "Do you always take, but never give?" The question struck Eli like thunder. Confused, he said, "Sir, I am a beggar. I have nothing to give." The man nodded and replied, "That's exactly why you remain one. I'm a businessman. I trade. If you have nothing to offer, I have nothing to give you, then." He turned, stepped into the train, and vanished into the crowd. Eli sat frozen. No one had ever spoken to him that way, not cruelly, but truthfully. The words echoed in his mind all day. That night, he couldn't sleep. He kept wondering, is it true? Do I really have nothing, or have I just never tried to give anything? 2 days passed. Eli didn't beg. He sat quietly, watching the world. Then, on the third morning, something caught his eye. Wildflowers blooming through cracks near the tracks. Small, vibrant, alive. An idea bloomed with them. What if, he thought, instead of begging, I offer something beautiful? What if I give even something small? He gathered a handful of flowers, returned to his usual spot, and when someone dropped a coin, he smiled and handed them a flower. At first, people looked puzzled. Then they smiled back. Some thanked him. Some gave more. Word spread. Soon, Eli wasn't just a man on the ground. He was the man with the flowers. And people came looking for him. Day after day, Eli handed out joy in the form of petals and color. And as he gave, people gave more. But he noticed something. When he ran out of flowers, the coins stopped. That's when he understood he wasn't receiving charity. He was trading. He had started a business. Weeks passed. Then one day across the platform, Eli spotted the same businessman from before. Without hesitation, Eli walked up to him and said, "Sir, today I have something to offer. If you'd like to trade, I have flowers." The man smiled, handed him money, and accepted the bouquet. Then he said, "You're no longer a beggar. You're a man of value. You learned the most powerful truth. We receive when we give." That night, Eli made a decision. He left the station for good. With a handful of savings and a heart full of purpose, he started selling flowers door to door. Then he built a cart. Then, a stall. 6 months later, Eli returned to the same station, but not to beg. 2 well-dressed men greeted each other on the platform. One looked at Eli and said, "You look familiar. Have we met before?" Eli grinned. "Twice. Actually, once when you walked past me, and once when you bought flowers from me." The man blinked. Realization dawned. You were the beggar." Eli nodded, smiling. "That's what the world saw. But I was always something more. I just needed someone to remind me." The 2 men shook hands. Not as rich and poor, not as giver and taker, but as equals. Then they boarded different trains, heading toward futures they had chosen. Remember this: you are never truly poor if you still have something to give. It could be a smile, an idea, a flower, or simply your effort. Don't wait to be rescued. Don't wait to be seen. See yourself first. Give what you can, and you might just discover you're already holding the seeds of greatness. If this story moved you, give it a like, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll be back with more stories to light your path. Until then, believe in yourself and Never stop giving.